Msikizi Rais Uhuru Kenyatta ambaye yuko katika hafla ya shirika linaloleta pamoja miungano ya wafanyikazi barani Afrika, ambapo kuna kongamano la wanawake linaloendelea, maudhui yakiwa kuhusiana na dhulma za ngono kazini. Hebu tusikize.
Your Excellency Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, the Executive, Secretariat, Board members, affiliates, and members of the OATUU, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, with your permission, allow me to invite the Secretary General Organization of Africa Trade Union Unity, OATUU, Brother Ariski, to make his brief remarks. Welcome, sir.
Jambo, Assalamu alaikum. First, I solicit your forgiveness and tolerance for my unskillful English. Your Excellency, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, Brother Dr. Francis Atwoli, Secretary General of COTU Kenya, President of the Organization of African Trade Union Unity, Brother Ayuba Waba, President of NLC and ITUC, distinguished delegates, honorable guests, honorable assistants. It's a great pleasure for me to be in Kenya, land of history and Pan-Africanism. Your Excellency, on behalf of the African Trade Union Unity and African workers, I thank you immensely to heighten with your presence our 42nd General Council session. It's a great respect from you for workers and the labor movement in Kenya and over Africa. It's a recognition of the role of the labor movement for development and stability. We are proud to be here today to pay a tribute to the workers and people of Kenya and its glorious history and the struggle of your father, pioneer of struggle for independence and Pan-Africanism, and also an opportunity to remember our father, founder of this organization, Denise Akomo, the first Secretary General of my organization. Your Excellency, OATUU is established in April 1973 in Addis Ababa, supported by African leaders to unite African workers and to improve their status of life and work. OATUU has an observer status in African Union, ILO, and UN ECOSOC. OATUU plays a big role in Africa through the implementation of African different programs and also ILO programs. Your Excellency, we hope that you will support our organization, which is a baby of African Union in the interest of stability, development, and independence of the African labor movement. We believe strongly that the social dialogue and equal distribution of wealth are one of the pillars of peace and stability in Africa. Once again, we thank you, Your Excellency, for continuing the vision of the founding father of Africa by building strong institutions which gave birth to our Pan-African organization. Your presence today demonstrates that you are committed for that. Your Excellency, Kenya should also be proud about one of its brave sons, Dr. Francis Atwoli, who is a Pan-African and international labor leader. I remember that he is awarded by my own country, Algeria, by the highest award of the Republic for his commitment and all what he has done for the promotion of the African workers. So on this, once again, I thank you very much, and I wish a very successful meeting for our organization. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the Secretary General. Your Excellency, with your permission, allow me to invite the President of the Organization African Trade Union Unity and the Secretary General for COTU, Brother Francis Atwoli, to make his brief remarks and invite you, Your Excellency, to make your keynote address. Let's appreciate Francis Atwoli.
Thank you very much, and I want to thank my Secretary General, Arizik Masood, for managing time, and more so to thank His Excellency the President, who has found time out of his busy schedule to be with us. Indeed, he's very busy. If it is not for the love he has for Kenyan workers and African workers in general, he would have not been with us here. We thank you, Your Excellency, and we don't want to take it for granted. Your Excellency, as it has been said by Arizik, because I don't want to go to salutation, he had already done it for me. OATUU started in 1973, and that subcommittee that started this organization in Addis Ababa, it was chaired by no other person other than our first founding President of the Republic of Kenya, President Mzee, the late Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. And we have strived to bring our people on the continent together, and the purpose of us having maintained the organization of the African Trade Union Unity is that because Africa has unique labor and industrial relations problem, unlike those that are in developed world. And I want also to echo what Arizik said, that Your Excellency will require your support to this organization. In Europe, civil societies, trade unions, and other government ministries, they compete for government's funding. If it is in Sweden, either through SIDA, in America, through those organizations that handle external and internal assistance everywhere in the world. And as you see all these people here, it is a central organization of trade union which has hosted them, and we need to have for OATUU an official government budget allocation. OATUU is a baby of the African Union. It's an agency of the African Union. It engages the African Labor and Social Affairs Commission or Committee of Ministers. And indeed, it prepares some items of agenda for the ILO prior to the ILO conference in Geneva. So that right now, we want to thank the Nigerian government, Ghanaian government, Botswana government, Egyptian government, and also Sudan government. Those are the governments that continue to support OATUU. Ghana has provided facilities and members of staff, and this is from the historical background of the founder, father of that nation, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Your Excellency, I don't want to take a lot of your time. Most of the things we had discussed with you, and if anything, we'll continue supporting you. You have done very well, Your Excellency, when it comes to minimum wage. Minimum wage is a requirement of the International Labour Organization. You have always strived to improve the Kenya's workers' minimum wage by annually reviewing that position. We are sure next year, when you are attending our Labor Day, Your Excellency, you will do the same. Your Excellency, coming to local issues, I know for sure that I must thank you for introducing 4 pertinent items on your agenda of legacy that are very touchy to workers. One being manufacturing, of which you have said you must improve manufacturing and support manufacturers in Kenya for purposes of creating employment and putting some mechanism in place to spur economic growth. 2 is housing. Workers require housing more than any other person. That is on your item of agenda. Health care, universal health care of which you have declared, is important and closer to our hearts as workers. And more so, very importantly, is the security of our people, the security of our visitors who visit this wonderful country. You have put it on your item of agenda. You have also promised to improve social security of our people. By right now, you support thousands and thousands of our aging people with some cash. That's unique, and you should continue doing the same. I don't want to tie you up, Your Excellency. Remember always Tomboya Labour College, the second phase. The first phase was yours. COTU now is renovating at a tune of about, it's expected to cost us about $500,000. But as you know, our meager salaries and what have you, you can do campaign to make that institution, which is used by both employers, governments, and everybody in the region. And we are also fighting for it to be a referral college of the International Labour Organization in the region. We require much from you. I don't want to take a lot of your time. I want to thank our colleagues who have come from all over to come and attend this wonderful conference. And Your Excellency, this year you didn't make it to Geneva. Next year, we want you to come to Geneva and address the plenary. You are one of the youngest, hard-working presidents we have ever gotten in this region of ours, not only in Kenya. And you are very active. I know that is why sometimes you can't keep time, because there are a lot of things and issues on your schedule to do. I thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much. And I most sincerely, very humbly, in this position, welcome you to talk to your colleagues.
Please be seated, please. Brother Arzeki Mezhood, the Secretary General of OATUU, my friend and older brother, Dr. Francis Atwoli, thank you for defending me very vibrantly, I appreciate. Who is also the President of the Organization of African Trade Union Unity. To all our brothers and sisters from this great continent of Africa, good morning. Good morning. As much as my elder brother has apologized on my behalf for coming late, let me also add my apology. But due to circumstances beyond my control, there were things I had to deal with. So please accept my apologies. So ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the people of Kenya, the people of your founder, Dennis Akumu, I welcome you all to our country. And indeed state that I am delighted to join you for this auspicious occasion of your 42nd session of the Organization of African Trade Union Unity General Council meeting that we are very proud to host here in Nairobi, Kenya. Indeed, I've been informed that we have very good attendance drawn from this organization's 73 affiliates representing all 54 African countries. And I believe that this indeed is truly a Pan-African organization. An organization that is also an embodiment of what is possible within Africa, our African tradition of coming together in unity, so as to deliver positive change for all our people. This organization is unique in that it is the only unions of unions. The only one of its kind in Africa. And I note with satisfaction the aims and objectives of this body go beyond the usual narrow focus on only the interest of its membership but rather encompasses wider and more noble goals, such as promoting the economic independence as well as the prosperity of Africa. To achieve this noble goal, I indeed urge your constituent labor organizations to prioritize enhancing the competitive advantages of your respective countries. Evidence is abound that a stable labor market, where industrial relations are cordial, allows a nation to foster local business, but also to attract foreign investment, far better than one plagued with never-ending cycles of industrial action and antagonism. To achieve this dialogue, informed by realistic expectations and pragmatism on the side of workers, matched by recognition and respect for the invaluable role played by workers on the part of the employer, is key. That balance can and must be struck so that labor unions are better positioned to address the emerging challenges of the 21st century. Ladies and gentlemen, African trade unions must also contend with a new type of marketplace in which globalization and advancements in technology mean that every nation must jealously guard its own competitive advantage. Inordinate increases in wage bills and staff costs are often the largest driver of the exit of business from these countries in favor of nations where wage bills and staff costs are lower. But I also firmly believe that the world must retain space for the worker, for the worker's human dignity and fundamental right to earn a living, notwithstanding the great advances being made in technology. And to maintain this, governments require assistance from labor organizations. Together, government and labor organizations can deliver measures that ensure that as far as is possible, enterprises remain profitable and vibrant through the work of human hands. African labor organizations must also be at the forefront of advocating for the free movement of goods, persons, labor, and capital across our entire continent. This free movement within Africa was a large part of the dream that informed the formation of the Organization of African Trade Union Unity in the year 1973. And this should not be forgotten. I therefore call on the present leadership of the Organization of African Trade Union Unity to help build the bridges of unity and Pan-Africanism between all the sons and daughters of this blessed continent, especially as we usher in the Africa Continental Free Trade Area under the auspices of the African Union. We must begin laying the groundwork for even closer cooperation and integration in Africa. The surest path to national as well as continental peace and prosperity is for the African nations to come together as one. On the regional stage, my administration has led by example in terms of promoting the free movement of goods, persons, labor, and capital in the East African region and in Africa. In terms of labor, we eliminated work barriers with respect to our East African brothers and sisters who may wish to work in Kenya. One entry, every African is also free to visit Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, the people of Kenya understand that immigrant labor of our African brothers and sisters adds rather than lessens our prosperity. The people of Kenya understand that the businesses and investments of our African brothers and sisters within our borders adds vibrance and vitality to our economy, while at the same time increasing opportunities for Kenyans to economically advance themselves. I therefore challenge you, my brothers and sisters of the Organization of African Trade Union Unity, to advocate for this stand in each and every country on our continent. To that end, I once again, as was done by our forefathers, recommit support to your organization through an annual grant of $200,000 US to advance this great agenda. Finally, let me conclude by thanking the organizers of this event, led by the President of the African Trade Union Unity, our very own Francis Atwoli, for all your hard work together with your teams and efforts towards making this a successful event. And to you delegates, I wish you very, very productive deliberations that will strengthen your organization, that will strengthen your respective country organizations, and that will strengthen and give prosperity to your respective nations. I hope you also take time to enjoy your time in Nairobi, to tour our city, and I can promise you that you have no better guide than the man sitting on top of the table. And we do hope that you will indeed enjoy your days in Nairobi, and we look forward to welcoming you once again in the future. Nairobi and Kenya is your home. I really just want to conclude and reiterate from one Pan-Africanist to several in this room. Let us work together for our unity. It is very sad, it is very disheartening to see our sons and daughters struggle, lose life, crossing the Mediterranean, being humiliated in foreign lands because we cannot get together and grow our own prosperity and provide employment and a future and hope for them. I truly believe that Kenya does not have the answer, but I do believe that together with our African brothers and sisters, we can find the answer and the solutions if we come together. We are not each other's enemy. We must learn that our solidarity, our collaboration is our prosperity and is our future. And that starts first and foremost with the African worker. With those few remarks, it is my pleasure to declare your meeting open and to wish you every success in your deliberations. Thank you.
May we be seated kindly? May we be seated? On behalf of the 42nd General Council, Your Excellency, allow me to request the Secretary General, OATUU, to receive a gift as a token of appreciation from the Secretary General. Kindly. We also, Your Excellency, request as you take your leave, you allow us to take a photo with the delegates. We'll take it in 2 sets in order for it to fit. The Secretary General is handing over the token of appreciation to His Excellency the President on behalf of all the delegations. Let's appreciate and applaud His Excellency for accepting that gift. Thank you so much. I now request all of us will be upstanding. May we be upstanding for the Kenyan national anthem. Anthem.